All right, everyone. So Bill Goldberg spoke out on his retirement match. Here's what he had to say. This is from Collider.com. Speaking on his CarCast podcast, Goldberg opened up about the intense preparation he's been undergoing to get back into ring shape. While he isn't working out at the same pace he did in his prime, he's still going all in for one final performance. This is what he said. I'm thinking, I'm doing all of this shit for one night. I'm literally busting my ass. I am up here in the garage, in the gym, every night, Goldberg said. At 57 years old, his approach has shifted significantly from Goldberg his peak Goldberg days, but he's still fully committed to the process. Granted, I don't work out like I used to. It's a 45-minute Jack Lane workout as opposed to the whole Goldberg days. I stretch for 45 minutes. I used to only stretch for 10 minutes, but now I have to stretch for an hour and 10 because I'm so ancient. For Goldberg, mobility and recovery are now just as important as strength training. And his biggest concern heading into the match is his longtime shoulder injury. I have to crawl before I run, he continued. We all know I have a pretty screwed up shoulder. That's my biggest concern getting into this retirement match. I remember 6 months ago, I couldn't do anything. So this, I think this tells us a little bit as to why we haven't heard too much about Goldberg versus Gunther, and there's been some talk that this thing is going to be slightly postponed. I think Goldberg is trying to get back into ring shape, and he just might not be there yet. And I'm fine with it taking longer than it needs to because you want this to be a great match. That's part of the problem is you get a lot of matches, they're not that great, simply put. And especially at the end of someone's career, mainly because they're not in the shape they need to be. But Goldberg, if he could just get in shape for that final match and really give himself and the WWE universe a good send off, I think that would be fantastic. I don't think people really understand how great Goldberg was as a character. I understand, people talk about his ability to wrestle and all that kind of stuff, and I get it. I'm not saying he's, the greatest wrestler of all time, but WWE was taking on WCW, and he was the top babyface for a long time in WCW, right? He was the top babyface for what, a couple of years. I know the NWO was really the driving force, but Goldberg was what made it work. When Goldberg's facing the NWO takes over, but then you needed that big baby face that could take them on at their peak, and he was that guy. And so I just really have a special place for Goldberg. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.